Hi, I'm Kristen with Wildflowers and Fresh Food, and today we're making a family favorite. It's called the boiled and smashed potatoes. And so what we do, you have to allow a little bit of extra time because we're gonna boil them in just plain salted water, put them through a colander, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put them on a piece of parchment paper on a baking sheet. And we're literally gonna smash them, okay? So they're soft enough like in a potato salad or something. And I take the back of my hand and I just apply enough pressure that it kind of smushes and smashes it. So this is kitchen therapy, very therapeutic and fun. I'm gonna do a couple for you so you can see. If you've got little kids or someone to help you in the kitchen, this is a fun activity. I'm gonna do one more. Okay, so I boil the potatoes for about 20 minutes in salted water and drain them in the colander, and then I've melted some butter. I've got some butter. I'm using a vegan butter today. You can use anything. Sometimes I like to use clarified butter, which is ghee. I'm gonna add in some olive oil. And I'm going to put in some garlic. Take a clove or two and smush it up. I'm gonna make it pretty small so nobody gets a big bite of garlic in theirs. This is all gonna go in the oven, so it's gonna cook some. So the garlic goes in, and I'm gonna add in some fresh thyme. You can use the dried thyme, that would work perfectly fine. I'm just gonna kind of pull off these little bits, and if the stems get in, it's no big deal. Just pull those out later. I took these down. We have a party, an annual picnic in the neighborhood, and I took these down and they were very, very popular. They hold up great. There's no mayonnaise or anything, so they hold up in the sun okay. So I'm putting in some salt and pepper, the fresh thyme, olive oil and butter. I'm gonna drizzle this little butter, olive oil, garlic, thyme mixture right on top of the potatoes. And then they're gonna go into a hot oven of like 350, and they're gonna crisp up. So they're really already cooked because they've been boiled, but now they're gonna get crispy. So they're gonna stay in there for about half an hour or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put that into a 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes or so. I'll watch them, and the edges are gonna crisp up, and then we'll serve them. You can do them piping hot, or we can serve them at room temperature like I did down at the bay. Okay. So I did want to tell you a cute story. I went down to, we have a little picnic down at the end of our street, an autumn picnic, and so I went down, and a friend of mine said, you know, I've been watching your videos, I've been watching your Instagram, and she said, cooking's always been a chore to me. And she said, I like your recipe. She said, but even more so, I like the message. She said, I've started carving out a little more time. I've sort of looked at it as a time for me to either be with family or be even just with myself, make myself a little something to drink, shop for the ingredients and prepare them. And she said, the whole meal's a little different. She said it's received differently. There's something about the joy and the love that I put into it that comes across in the food. And it's true. That is just what happens when they say the secret ingredient is love. It's true. It truly is. That's what's happening. And so I hope that you will try these recipes, and I hope that it changes your life a little bit. So anyway, that's just an aside, and I want to share that. Okay. Okay, so now they're coming out of the oven, and they're nice and crispy. Okay, they're just, everybody loves these. Such a crowd pleaser. They hold up great. They're good at room temperature or piping hot coming out of the oven. Sometimes I'll pour like a little bit of vinegar. I love apple cider vinegar. Any kind of vinegar is fine. It gives that sort of salt and vinegar kind of flavor to the potatoes. That's a really good one. That's good if you put it on while they're hot because they kind of absorb it. And then we also like to do like a little sour cream kind of dip, sour cream and chives. And that's super yummy to kind of dollop on top of them, or you can use them as a little dip. And I often serve them just as they are because they're really delicious just that way. Since we put fresh thyme in, if you use dry, that's fine. I like to garnish with whatever I used. And so I'm very casual and kind of rustic looking, so I like to just kind of put them on like that. And I hope that you make these because they are so yummy. Allow a little bit of extra time. You're going to want to boil them for 20 minutes and then bake them for another 45 or so. So it does take a little bit of time that way, but they're easy and they're super, super delicious, and everybody's going to love them.